your dad here for? He's
Oh my God.
Yes.
It's Live Free or Die Hard.
Did you like the Die Hard franchise as much as the Degrassi franchise? Yes.
Loved it, absolutely.
Yeah.
I wish the two would cross over. Like John McClane finds himself in Degrassi on Christmas Eve and the terrorists are there. It writes itself. Yeah, this was huge, not only because I got to be in a Die Hard movie, I got to work with Justin, who I would go on to work with many times. I
Right.
stuck him in a walrus costume later on.
You did.
I got to work with Bruce Willis. I was a massive Moonlighting fan throughout my childhood and stuff. So it was this was heaven on earth, and he liked me here. Then I made a movie with him called Cop Out. He didn't like
Okay,
me
so
at
we
all.
got to talk about that because
Yeah.
you famously addressed the fact that you guys had some issues.
He didn't like me.
He didn't like you.
No, I don't. I
And you
honestly
didn't
don't know
love
what it was.
him.
Yeah, my perception at the time was like, ew, he doesn't want to be here. And I've never done the job where somebody didn't want to be there. You know, like making a movie is like a privilege and it's exciting. It's like, oh my God, we're getting paid to make pretend, like the same shit we would do as children. Oh, I ain't telling anybody, this is the greatest scam in the world. He didn't have that at all.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't want to be there. And not just like he didn't want to be on my movie, he just didn't seem to like want to be doing it much anymore at all.
Have
And
you
I was
guys
looking for the other
since-
guy.
Have you guys since?
Do you want to hear a story?
Yes,
I was going to touch
I
your leg.
do.
That's a little forward.
No, that's okay.
I'll hit your shoulder. Do you want to
Okay.
hear a story?
I do.
So I got a phone call. I didn't recognize the number. I was like, this is a telemarketer. Never answered and stuff. Then one day I get a text from that number. It says, Kevin, are you there? It's BW. And I'm sitting there going, BW? I don't
Barbara
know any-"
Walters.
I know. It's like, finally. I'm getting my Barbara Walters in. I can't wait to cry about my father. And so I said, BW. He said, B-Dub. And I was like, I only know one guy who calls himself B-Dub, and that would be Bruce Willis. And I wrote, Bruce? And he's like, yeah, how are you? And I said, great, man, how are you?
I've just been talking shit about you.
Yeah, for the last 10 years.
Yes.
But he said, I was waiting for him to be like, I read that book. I'm like, oh, So he goes, I got some pictures for you. I said, really? He's going, yeah, I got pictures of you and Rose. And I was like, Rose? He must think my kid's name is Rose, because like my kid was on set and stuff, so maybe that's what he's talking about. He's like, I need an address, I want to send it to you. I said, okay, here's the address, man. It was great talking to you and stuff. Then I was like, I told everyone, I was like, Bruce Willis, like, called me out of the blue and sent me pictures. How sweet. I haven't seen the pictures yet, but like, they're coming, and how nice is that? Then I got a phone call again from that same number. I was like, I know this is Bruce Willis now. And I answered and stuff. I was like, hey man, what's up? And he's like, hey, how are you? And I was like, I'm good. He's like, did you get those pictures? I was like, they might have got them in Jersey. That's where I had them sent, but I didn't see them yet. And he goes, yeah. He's going, they're meant for this other Kevin, man. Like, so I sent you, he called the wrong Kevin. So he didn't want to call Kevin Smith. He wanted to call some other Kevin who has a Rose in his life.
Kevin James?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. And he called me
Kevin
instead.
Hart?
Maybe. I don't know. Some Kevin out there with a Rose.
Kevin
and
Durant?
he's got pictures. Could be. Don't say Spacey. Just, that time has passed. But so I was very like, oh, okay, it was a mistake. Good talking to you. And that was that.